What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello. Hello, and welcome to another video, or rather, another live stream here with addDONS. Welcome to another live stream, everybody. Welcome. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. All right. Okay. The code is welcome to the live stream, man. Hello there. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day so far, man. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Welcome. Now, unfortunately, I did promise you guys that I would have done the 777-300ER tutorial by Flight Factor, right? I did tell you guys that I would have done that tutorial by tonight. Unfortunately, I was not able to do that. Now, as you have probably imagined just by the few sentences that I'm trying to push out today, I don't know what is wrong with me today, but my brain isn't cooperating today. My speech is not functioning as it should, and I think I'm having a little bit of a short wiring issue. So I'm going to say a lot of nonsense that's not really going to make much sense today. Excuse me for that. But yeah, I wasn't able to do that tutorial today. I tried to record another video for you guys showcasing the new Try Sim effects, and that didn't work either. Complete waste of time. I wasted a couple of hours trying to do that. Didn't work. I will get to that. I'll get to either one of those videos tomorrow. I promise you. I'll either do the Try Sim showcasing video or the 777-300ER tutorial. But I'll get something done for sure tomorrow. And the other day I'll get to the other video. All right. I do have a new editor that I'm trying out, so hopefully that will make things easier for me to push out some videos, because that's been my biggest bottleneck. But that's hopefully sorted now, and we'll see what we can do from here. Cinematic videos are still a big problem, but apart from that, I think we'll be okay. Alrighty. Anna says, good evening, how's it going? It's going all right, man. How's it going for you? Well, thank you very much. All right. Let's get started today. Today I'm going to be flying the Today I'm going to be flying the Turbine Duke. I'm so used to saying Piston Duke. This is the Turbine Duke by Black Square. Since we've been flying a lot of Black Square stuff, well, just the Caravan, right? Yeah, and the Piston Duke as well. So I thought, you know what, today, why not take the Turbine Duke for a spin? And I've never flown this on the channel. I've never actually made a video with it. I've never done a live stream with it. I've never flown this on the channel. As a matter of fact, I have never taken this aircraft out for a flight in the simulator either. I got it at the same time as the Piston Duke, and I said I'll come back to it, and I never managed to do that. So it's been a waste of money until now. So let's go ahead and check it out, and hopefully we can get started with it. Now, I have to say, right off the bat, it's an absolutely gorgeous GA aircraft, right? It is probably the most beautiful GA aircraft that I have in my fleet in Microsoft Flight Sim for sure. Obviously, I don't have GA aircrafts in X-Plane. I do have one good one, but I never fly it anyway. It's a free one by Aerobusk, the Robin. Okay, that's besides the point. So we've got the Turbine Duke here, which replaces the original piston engines with two turbine engines. So we're expecting better performance, better speed. So let's see how that goes. Obviously, the differences that come with turboprop operations as opposed to piston. We're expecting a simpler startup procedure, which it does have. I did try starting the aircraft in all honesty. So it does have a simpler startup procedure. Pretty much, I haven't checked out the flight model. I expect it to be similar to the Piston Duke, except a little more oomph to it, you know. I expect it to have a little bit of, oomph to it. Maybe like a Piston Duke with a little bit of booger sugar, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I can say that word out loud on YouTube, but yeah, that's why I said that. Anyway, if you don't know what booger sugar is, forget it. Continuing on, looking around this aircraft, it's absolutely stunning. It's a beautifully designed aircraft. One of the things I love about it is how the propeller hub is so beautifully designed in such a way that it fits almost seamlessly onto the engine cowling to give that nice smooth flow. Know what I mean? I shall show you that in just a second. Let's go look at that. Look how beautifully designed that whole thing is in such a way that it just flows into the engine cowling for the most part. Not always, but you know, for the most part it does do that. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a very lovely aircraft. There's no denying it. Okay, I'm gonna jump in here into the cockpit. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go for a walk around here, because why not, right? And we've got to check out, it does have the performance improvements from the Grand Duke as well. So for those of you who are confused, Piston Duke is the original factory aircraft. There is an aftermarket kit called the Grand Duke, which is a Piston Duke with stuff like the wingtips and some extra aerodynamic structures fitted to improve performance. So that's a Grand Duke, and so the Turbine Duke does have those features included as well. So it is a very lovely aircraft, to say the least. Okay, wasn't it released the same time though? What do you mean? Are you talking about the developers? What are you talking about right now? Are you talking about the Black Square release of the aircraft, or are you talking about the actual aircraft? It wasn't released at the same time. The actual aircraft was not released at the same time. The actual aircrafts weren't released at the same time. The Grand Duke is an aftermarket modification of the Piston, so, you know. Oh, you're talking about the Black Square. Oh, yeah, the model was released at the same time, I believe, from Black Square. As a matter of fact, you can pick it up from justflight.com as a bundle. You can pick it up from Just Flight as a bundle for the two, which I highly recommend because these two aircrafts are really among the top tier GA aircrafts that you can get. This is probably the best one I have. Alright, so as you can tell, it's also fully interactive on the walk around mode. If you want to do that, you can spin up the propellers. Ignore that idiotic ground worker walking through. But yeah, we can spin that around, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little gimmick in the walk around mode. It's fully compatible with the walk around mode. Very nice. You can also tie it down. You can check the option to have all of this deployed for you when you spawn in. That is an option that's available with the aircraft if you want to do that. I have that option disabled, so it already spawns in with all of this removed. Okay, I can't find where the pitot tubes are. There's a pitot tube, right? So you can check the option from the tablet, which will enable you to come in with all of these things. Oh, there's something at the back here as well. What is that? The static port cover or something? Yeah, it is. I think so. I'm not sure. But anyway, oh, this idiotic ground workers. They're becoming more and more annoying in MSFS. Okay, I'm going to remove that. Alright. And we're going to remove those engine covers and the chocks and all of that good stuff. Make sure we can have a free spinning propeller. I don't think you can open up the engines, but I'm pretty sure you can open up the nose hatch. Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can. There you go. Perfect for some luggage. Very beautifully modeled here. I like this. This is very nice. Okay. Ignore the background noise of the aircraft. They are trying to take off and all that good stuff. Alright, that is the walk around mode for us. You can obviously open up the doors from here if you want to. You know, right here, ta-da. If you want to do that, we can do that. If you want to... I mean, this is the only entry into the aircraft, right? I think there's a door on the co-pilot side. I'm not entirely sure. I basically have GTA controls for walk around mode, which helps quite a bit, to be honest. Yeah, I think there's only one door. Yeah, everybody has to enter through that same door. There is no separate door for the pilot and co-pilot, which is interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? Just one door on the entire aircraft, and that's this. What is this? That's something else. Okay. Anyway, today, before we actually jump into the aircraft and take a look at it, we are going to, as I have said in the description, we're going to take a look at Sochi in Russia. This is a very, very beautiful handcrafted, not handcrafted, custom scenery that I have installed for this particular airport. It is the one from the marketplace, if I'm not wrong. There is a designer, what are they called? Drewizki or something of the sort? Drew something. I think it's by them, although don't quote me on that. But this scenery is available from the marketplace, and it is pretty easy to get your hands on it. So yeah, if you guys are looking into some good Sochi scenery, this is the one I would recommend for it. Obviously, there are not lots of flights into this particular airport. The reason I'm flying here today is so that we can check out the Winter Olympics Park and the village and all that stuff, which is right there, not much of a distance. So we don't have a long flight here today, so we're going to use this time. Oh, look at that, there's an aircraft there. Very lovely. Very, very lovely, right? Who's flying that? U-Tear? What is that? What the heck is that? U-Tear. Okay, I don't know who that is. Anyway. So, without further delay, let's just check out this lovely little airport first and foremost before we get started, okay? So we can see some abandoned airframes here, some Soviet era aircrafts, currently Russian aircrafts, but these are some abandoned Tupolevs that we can see here. I really wish some Soviet jets were available for Microsoft flights. I mean, it would be so cool, something different, something unique for us to fly, but unfortunately there aren't any really good paid models that I'm aware of that are available. I mean, paid or not, they're not really good models available for us to use. That's the problem. Okay, we've got a lovely Soviet, although it does say Russian tail number here, so it is a sort of like an abandoned helicopter here. Got another one right here. I have no idea what model numbers these are. I'm not exactly a helicopter expert by any means. I don't even fly them. But yeah, it's a pretty cool airport, as you guys can tell, right? It's modeled really well. It's got lovely parallax effects. Or can we actually enter these buildings? Or is that just parallax effect? They're just parallax effect, but it's a really good, and it does make a huge difference when looking at it from a distance. So it's a pretty cool place to be, everybody. The main terminal's over on that side. We're gonna head over there in just a second. Just gonna sift through this, which is pretty cool, right? It is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We've also got some other scenery over there for a Russian carrier. Yeah, it's gonna be a while for us to go through all of this, but oh, more helicopters, which I didn't really noticed. We can go ahead and take a look at that really quickly. I should really increase my my drone camera speed here, shouldn't I? But anyway, we've got... Yep, we've got some... Oh, it's just a repaint of the same helicopter, but got a couple of them over here, which isn't pretty bad. We've got a Soviet airliner. I'm curious to see which one that is. Probably another Tupolev or a... I don't think there's a Sikorsky or a Sukhoi. Sikorsky does not make aircrafts. Does it? Is that even how you pronounce it? I don't think this is a Sukhoi. It might be a Sukhoi. Oh my gosh, it's a Sukhoi. No, it's a Tupolev. No, this is a Tupolev. Yeah, it's a Tupolev. It's not the Sukhoi. It is just a Tupolev. Alright. So you got a nice little model of that. You got something else of a similar nature there. Okay, this thing is painfully slow, isn't it? We need to go and see what we can do about that. Can we please... Oh yeah, we can't control this. We need to go to chase plane. Where's the drone speed on this thing? Where is the drones? Oh, we gotta freeze. We gotta freeze. Let's wait for it. Hold. And we're back. That's good. So let's go. What is this? What the hell is this handshake thing? I don't know what that handshake means, but okay. Let's go to some preferences and increase some drone speed here. If I can get it to work. I'm not... World. Hey, where is my speed boost? No speed boost. Can I try this? No, that doesn't work. Let me try that. Right? Ah, there we go. I got a speed boost. EM, I have no idea what you just said, man. I'm afraid I have no idea what you just said. Alright. So we are checking out Sochi. This is the main terminal area. As you can tell, it's pretty cool. It's modeled quite nicely. Although I have to say, it looks better at night. Definitely looks better at night because there is a Mercedes-Benz showroom right there. Or a dealership or something of the sort. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it is modeled pretty nicely here. It looks better at night for some reason. The lights are really good. Use translate. I can't use translate right now. Unfortunately, EM, I think someone else is gonna have to do that for us. I can't use translate. I don't know how to do that right now. It's okay, don't tell us. We shall figure it out eventually. Okay, so this is the model. There's nothing inside, by the way. It's just empty mostly. Anyway, But yeah, this is Sochi. We have checked this place out at night before, and there's a little indoor area or a courtyard kind of place. We can hang out next to this water if you want to, with all these people chit-chatting. But yeah, that's Sochi, everybody. Let's head back to our aircraft. Okay, without further delay, we have jumped on inside our aircraft. We've wasted enough time mucking around. Let's remove those controls right there. Come back to our EFB. That's fine. This is looking fine. That's looking fine. That's looking fine. That is looking fine. We can enable this. This is all looking fine. That's still looking fine. You're not welcome. Oh. Well, alright. Good to learn something. Our doors. We can close that up. Now it's closed. Alright. Good. Our door is closed. We got plenty of fuel for today. It's not going to be a long flight anyway. Cabin is pretty cold. It's pretty cold. Global failure rates are off. That's all done. Reset all the failures. Thank you very much. I don't want any of that stuff going on, which is good. For the first time, it's actually saved my preference, which is pretty cool, right? I don't know what prompts it to save my preference, but there you go. Good. Now today it's just us and our co-pilot and a bunch of weight just to balance out on the rear and nose baggage. Nose baggage. How do you open up the rear baggage? You can't open up the rear baggage door? That's a bummer. Wait, you can't open up the rear baggage door? Come on. Oh wait, there is no rear baggage door. It's just loaded in through the cabin. Never mind, my bad. Excusez-moi. Okay, let's go ahead and put that away for the time being, and we can get our aircraft started up from right here, right? Alrighty. Battery master on. Battery selectors to both, please. Thank you very much. Avionics can go on just like that. Excelente. We can turn on our inertial separators for this one. Can put on our oil doors, which is essentially cowl flaps in this particular aircraft. We have cowl flaps for the piston version. In this one, it is called the oil door because the main coolant, the main cooling system is oil based. Okay, so that's where the heat exchange takes place. So we're going to leave that open. Alrighty. Now once that's done, we can go ahead and turn on our nav lights, our beacon lights, let everybody know, hey, we're about to start this. All our panel lights can go on, because why not? Even in summer here on mountains, you'll see snow. I think so, yes. This is the location of the Winter Olympics in 2014, and that's what we're about to go check out, the Olympic Park and stuff like that. Alright, brilliant. Let's get our engine started up. Let's go wing pump on both of them. Let's enter, get our GPS going, and that's on standby already. This can go to altitude. Where's our autopilot? Where's our autopilot? I can't... Why am I confused? Where's the autopilot? What the heck? Doesn't have an autopilot? Of course it does. Oh, it does. It does. It's right here. We can't really program in an altitude, can we? Oh, we can. It's right here. I've forgotten this aircraft completely. Okay, time to get it started. Let's go ignition on. Ignition on. Hopefully we don't burn up the engines here. Starter to on, please. And starter to on. We're going to start both of them at the same time today. Let's do that. Summer is hot up here. Yep, it is one of the first... I think it's the only and first subtropical city. It's the first subtropical city to host the Winter Olympics. So it hosted the Winter Olympics, and it's the first subtropical city to do that. Alright, let's go condition lever up. Let's hope our ITT doesn't blast through the roof, and it didn't, and we are good. Let's do the same on the other side. And we are good, ladies and gentlemen. Ignition can come to off. And we can go generator on, generator on. The pumps can come to off. And And we are looking good. Let's check with our tablet whether we managed to do that right. Yes, we did. Engine condition 100. Pumps are both off. The engine's running the fuel now correctly. We don't really... Do we need to run the fuel pumps? I don't think we do. I'm not going to run the pumps. I think we're perfectly fine. Battery capacity is a little low, but that's okay. It will recharge itself when the generator is running. These are off for sure. That one, the ignition part is off, right? Yeah, it is off. Okay, great. Fantastic. Let's go set up our cabin here. And before we do, what do we have? Pitot heat, so we can wait for that. Let's put that away. Flaps can come down. Let's put our cabin condition. Now this aircraft, the piston version does have the combustion heater, which you can turn on, and that can heat up the cabin. You don't have to use the pressurization air without the intercooler to heat up. But in this particular aircraft, unfortunately, the combustion heater runs from the fuel tank, and Jet A fuel, which is what this aircraft uses because it's a turboprop, is not rated for use with this combustion heater, and therefore it's disabled. So we cannot use the combustion heater no matter what mode you put your cabin temperature in. So today we need some heat here, so we're going to go to auto heat, and our temperature target is going to be a nice comfortable 23 degrees. I prefer 24, but I assume some people like it a little cooler than I do, so we're going to put that in there. And as you can tell, what we can do here is, if we want the aircraft to get hot quickly, we just pull this, the pressurization air temperature. So we pull it to make it hotter. But today we don't even need to pull it at all. Let's just reset this quickly. There you go. That's that. Okay, so using this, it should automatically heat up without even needing to pull this. So that's fantastic. Do we need any defrosting today? We might need some defrosting today, right? We can pull this to begin defrost if we need it. That is for the windows, but for now we're okay and we're not going to use it. Okay? So we're looking fantastic here. I have to say we're looking fantastic here. I like to put this in static position so I don't have to constantly move it. Alrighty. Fantastico. Actually, you know what? Never mind with the static. Let me just leave it here. Brilliant. So what else do we need to do now? Basically nothing. We're ready to taxi and get on out of here. Where are the fuel quantities? Where are the fuel quantities? They're down here. We got plenty of fuel. We're alright. We're alright. Let's set our altitude at 3,000 feet. Let's set local pressure first. Local altitude is right there. So we can put 3,000 feet. And that is that. Okay? Fantastic. We're not going to have any GPS stuff. We're just going to use our... Oh, I just did something stupid. How do I reset the rudder trim? I need to take a look at that. Keyboard. Rudder trim. How do I reset the trims? We don't have a button assigned for that. Good lord. That's going to be rough. Let me try rudder trim. Joystick button 1. Now the problem is, which one is joystick button 1? I don't know. It'd be nice if it had a label for that, huh? I don't know which one it is. Joystick button 11, button what? Button 2, button 3, button 4. Button 1? Joystick button 1? What? That doesn't make any sense. No, it's not joystick button 1. It's joystick button 15. There you go. That makes more sense. Oh, it's a character control button. This is so difficult. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I can't make this any bigger. God damn it. So how am I supposed to tell which button's being pressed? I don't know. Je ne know pas. I have no idea what I've just done. Okay? Please excuse me, but our taxi lights are on there. How do I reset the rudder trim? That's a very good question. I have no idea. Let me come back in here. Yes, we can see. Luckily, it has a marker. Thank goodness. There we go. Aileron is also okay. Perfect. My bad, guys. My apologies. All right, we are ready to taxi, and we can just take off from any runway today. It doesn't really matter. And we can go and check out Sochi and the remaining areas before we come in for a landing. So let's go ahead and make that happen, right? We've got to make that happen. Yes, we do. Alrighty. Alrighty. Which one are we using for takeoff today? Are we on live weather? I know we're not on live time. So because I want to first see the place during the day, and then afterwards we'll switch to nighttime. Live weather for today. Okay, that's good. Time for us to get on out of here towards one of these runways, and then we can see what we can do. Alright, fantastic. Give me a second here to set up the throttle, which will take me like 10-20 seconds. Alright, throttle set up. Throttle set up. We are ready. We're ready to rumble. Okay, release parking brake, and that will get us taxiing immediately. Let's go ahead and this is a very quick aircraft. We have the same issue with the piston. I mean, if the piston is too quick, obviously we're going to have a little bit of an issue controlling this particular aircraft, right? That's why it does have a beta range to make taxiing a little bit easier. It does have a beta range for propellers. Otherwise it's just too quick. Especially since I don't have pedals to control the braking, it's very difficult to control it. So, all right, let's continue this way. What the heck? Oh, I just noticed something, guys. Give me a second to set this up. Let me go to main. What the heck? Where's my number one pilot? There it is. I just need to save one more key right here. There you go. That'll make my life a little bit easier. Voila. Alrighty. We'll take a turn here. So there's a red indicator right here that tells you whether the propeller is in the beta range or not, or beta range, or however you want to call it. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and taxi towards our takeoff runway. I'll just use runway 06. Yeah, I'll use runway 06. Okay. We are zooming along already. Oh, look at that. Alrighty. Yep, we will turn off onto the runway right here and take off. We don't need the whole runway today. Now again, I have never flown this aircraft, so expect some shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. Which is particularly why I've chosen a short trip today. So in case I do cause some issues. Ooh, there's a little bit of a issue there with the elevation. That's a little bug or a thing that needs fixing up. Is it easier startup than the Piston Duke? Yes, it is. It's an easier startup. However, with turbine engines, if you screw them up, if you screw the startup, which is particularly where your condition lever should be at various positions, you will cook the engines, and it's very expensive. Mistake. Do try and compare the two across different stages. I shall try that. Let's put that on. Let's put that on. Put that on. Let's put our pitot heats up here on. Oh, those are not pitot heats. Those are propeller heats. Pitot heats are up here. What is this? What is this crosshair that I keep getting everywhere? What does that control? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Why am I getting that crosshair everywhere? Where's my normal cursor? Why am I getting that everywhere? Another glitch, everybody. These days it seems everything is very glitchy, huh? I don't know. Anyway, let's just get going. I have to watch my ITT as I try to take off. There's a weird range of the propeller. Oh my god, this aircraft is quick. What the hell? It's very quick. Okay. Let's try and get this started without blowing our engines apart. Here we go. Torque. Okay, we're already at takeoff speed. And there we go. Gear up. Pressure can be big because of mountains. Ah. Our torque is looking great. ITT is looking just fine. Flaps up. Oh yeah, this is looking great. It's not too bad at all. The Black Square, what is it called again? Caravan is much more difficult than this. So today, oh, that effect is working well here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Soccer Liam. Hi, I got MSFS on PS5. Well, congratulations on that. Hope you're enjoying that so far. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Out of Sochi. Let's turn here. I have FSR Plus, so hope you guys are enjoying that. The new turning effects that this thing is doing. It's kind of extreme a little bit, don't you think? But it is pretty cool. Hope you guys are enjoying that. I think I need to turn down the intensity on this effect. I'll fine tune these effects in a bit, but there's the airport we just took off from, Sochi. Let's go ahead. Yep, everything is looking great. We need to take a look at that park right there, the Olympic. Yeah, that is true. The Himalayas are pretty extreme. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. How is MSFS running on PS5? Soccer Liam, how's that going for you? Anna says, looks great. It does look great, doesn't it? But let me just give it off to autopilot for a second. Oh, hold on. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I know why it's not working. Give me a second. I have not turned on a very crucial thing right here. We need that to be turned on for the autopilot to work. And we need to ask it to hold the altitude. And what is it doing? Is it doing heading? Yeah, it is. So we just turn the other way around. Okay. There we go. So this is a new effect I have. It's kind of annoying in a way. I do have FSR Plus upgraded at the moment. It is a little bit annoying. It can be a little bit annoying. So yeah. If you guys wanna... There we go. This landing touchdown effect is way too aggressive most of the time. So we gotta bring that down. Let's bring that down, 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 bring that down. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Let me not play with this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening in that particular area. Let's go outside. Take a better look from there. There it is. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Winter Olympic Park there. It's absolutely pretty beautiful, isn't it? Comes as part of the scenery here. It is unfinished, so it doesn't look complete yet because there's lots of areas that are just, not modeled, but it's pretty cool to see this. It's pretty cool to see this. At night it looks fantastic. We're obviously going to take a look at it at night as well. There you go. This is the Olympic Park right there. I don't know what they're doing with it at the moment, but it is pretty cool to see it, isn't it? Alright, now we're going to take a wider loop around the region, which is going to take us in between some mountains, and for that I'm going to go ahead and hand fly this. So we're going to turn off our autopilot. And I have control, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. But before I do, let's just take a look at that. Stunning. Check that out. Why are our flaps still down? Oh, they're not down, they're up. Never mind. Beautiful. Still hand flying it. I'm just letting the aircraft do its thing. Ooh, a little bit of a wind action going on there. Pretty cool, huh? Right, let's jump back in here and let's take our aircraft a bit lower. So I'm gonna cut the throttle here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm beginning to find this effect a little bit annoying. It's a little too strong, in my opinion. It's not too bad, but it's a little too strong. At the same time, it's pretty cool too, right? It's pretty cool. Very immersive. Propeller RPM is ridiculously high for this stage, at least for me. Alrighty. There we go. We're looking good. Let's skim the ground and have some fun here. Check that out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's open up our throttles there. This aircraft does perform very well. You can control the speed so beautifully on this aircraft. It's wonderful. Performance is brilliant. Perfect. Look at that. Let's dive in there. Let's cut that throttle and dive in there. Check that out, everybody. Oh, yes. Look at that. That is pretty fun. Our parameters are looking good. ITT is, yep, everything is looking just fine. Oh, would you look at that? We've come across some animals. Are those some cows? Are those cows that I'm looking at? What are cows doing in the middle of that? What? Random animals, everybody. Let's go around and take a look at that again. Some cows there. The dude, welcome to the live stream, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let's turn this baby around. Let's go check out those cows again, if I can even turn it tightly enough to make it in there. Oh lordy, okay, we need some power. And luckily we've got plenty. I'm good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Clear there. Just head back down here. Try and capture one more glimpse of those the cows there. We need to go check out those cows one more time. Where do they go? Where do they go? Are they somewhere here? I thought they were somewhere here. Well, could be wrong. Maybe they're in the clearing up ahead. I think we've lost the cows. Oh no. We've lost the cows. Well, that is sad, huh? That is definitely sad. Yep, we've lost the cows. I don't know where they are. Anyway, let's try and give our aircraft a bit of oomph, as I like to call it, as we try and crawl up these mountains very close. There we go. Let's go down in here. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's lovely. That is pretty cool, huh? Let's try skirt in between those valleys. This aircraft performs really well. It's got plenty of power to give. It accelerates and decelerates pretty well. Very easy to control the speed on this. Just have to be careful. There we go. Let's fly down into that ravine. It's rather steep. Like some excess airspeed right now. Thank you very much. Some power. There we go. Good. Oh. Yep, there. Good. Alrighty. Now we obviously have to turn back around at this point. We'll turn back around this mountain straight ahead of us. We need to go back and see what it looks like, the Olympic Park. We need to check out what it looks like at night. So we are going to simply just switch to the nighttime and take a look at that too, because I believe it looks better. I did perform a flight into here before. Oh lordy, okay, I think it's time for us to turn around right here. This city hosted the World Superbike Championship in previous years. I am not sure about that. I know nothing about Okay, I need to be careful with the ITT. We're still good. We've got some room to push our aircraft. That's fantastic. There we go. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful aircraft. It is climbing this without a problem. I mean, we've got 2 turboprop engines strapped to what was originally a piston aircraft. So yeah, we can expect such blistering performance. There we go. That's good. Let's turn off now. Let's turn back around. Oh, this is a steep one. Oh, this is fun. This is a great aircraft to fly. If you can only pick between the turbine and piston Dukes, get the turbine. Oh, we need... Oh, no, no. Oh, yes. We nearly stalled out there. Whew. That was close. Luckily, we're in the turbine aircraft. We have a racetrack. Oh. Interesting. But yeah, if you're stuck between getting the piston and the turbine Duke, I definitely recommend you get this one, man. This is fantastic. So much fun to fly. Oh, wow. Okay, that is great. I think we pushed our aircraft too hard there, didn't we? No, we're okay. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty. Just said goodbye to those mountains right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves to pass right over Sochi, right here. There is the airport. Right ahead of us. We can see it. Let's descend down to that beautiful looking water right there. I don't know what that is. Now we're good with the speed. With these aircrafts, what's more important is monitoring these dials right here, because that is what's gonna damage your engine or not. Look at that. We're just gonna dip our nose, give it a bit of power now as we flatten out, so we can maintain that speed really well. There we go. Look at that. Nice and easy. Oh, we're headed straight for that tower right there. That's okay. Beautiful. It's yeah, there it is. Interesting formations here. I don't know what they're for, but okay. Let's now suddenly go ahead and switch time to real time. This is going to be the real... Okay, I better do this fast before we crash. Real time, there we go. That's what real time looks like, everybody. So we're gonna fly this at night, check out some of the... Luckily we got some lights configured and we can see everything, which is pretty good. We can see pretty much everything. Okay, that's good. Alright, now let's go ahead and check out the Olympic Park at night, which is pretty cool. We'll also perform the landing at night. This aircraft, by the way, looks absolutely drop dead gorgeous at night too. Yeah, it looks so good, doesn't it? Look at that. It sounds amazing too. Okay, I better jump in before we crash somewhere. There we go, nearly crashed right there, but okay, we're back. Doesn't take much engine power at all to keep this aircraft flying, which means you're unlikely to destroy your engines pushing it hard, unless you do stupid stuff like I do anyway. Yeah, there's Sochi. We're just gonna do a flyover right now, a low flyover. Let's start on this runway. Yep. I'll do a a flyover. And then we're gonna switch like this over to this runway. There we go. Just a little bit of fun. Just checking out the airport as we fly. Look at that, it's beautiful. Yep, we're under 50 feet. Just flying along happily here. There we go, everybody. Look at that. Whee! That was very close, by the way. That was under 20 feet. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the Olympic Park. It should look absolutely stunning. Alrighty. I need to set up my effects a little better. I will, of course. Tomorrow I'll work on that. Make sure the effects are fine-tuned a little bit better so we can enjoy the views, but looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, we're good. So let me just go out here. Check that out. Oh, this aircraft is so much fun and it's so beautifully modeled. Very nice. That is the Olympic Park, everybody. It does look better at night, doesn't it, with all the lights? I mean, if you're doing airliner flights, when you see it from a distance, it looks fantastic. The wheel actually turns. The wheel is actually turning, everybody. Sorry. How do I show you that now? There it is. You can see it in the corner. It's actually turning, I believe. Or am I just imagining things? I don't know. Okay, jump back in the cockpit. Let's turn back around. Take one more look at it. I've not bothered to turn off the inertial separator or the cooling. It's not like we're climbing to high altitude anyway, who cares? We're very low to the ground the whole way, so that is the Olympic Village of sort, I believe. It's probably the stuff built for the athletes, and accommodation and all that good stuff. What is my airspeed? It's getting a bit low. There it is though. Check it out. There it is, looking lovely. Yes, the wheel does spin. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead, and it's time for us to attempt a landing here for sure. So let's go back into Sochi and attempt a nice landing. Hopefully it goes well for us. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. I'm flying by instruments and now I have no visuals. Let's find out. Can't do sky dolly because I don't... Yeah, I can't do sky dolly. I think I'm reserving sky dolly for airline flights. Okay, let's go in to Sochi. Where's that runway, everybody? Cutting throttle. This is going to be a tight one. Oh, there's the runway. Good lord. Cutting throttle. Dropping gear. Max on RPM. Dropping flaps. Dropping flaps. Ready for landing, everybody. Give it a bit of power to keep our airspeed alive. Yep, this aircraft is realistic. I love the flight model on this. Because if you don't trim your aircraft, you need to keep your joystick engaged to keep it. It is great. Even when your airspeed drops, you have to pull back to keep it in the air, which is what is realistic. It's pretty cool. Much better. Okay, wait, hold on. I have risked the landing for sky dolly. Oh god, okay, that was not a good idea. But there we are. Nice. Okay, sky dolly is running. Give it a bit of power here. Coming into land, everybody. The lights are actually making it more difficult for me to see rather than easier for me to see. But I do have my taxi lights still on, which should technically be off, but that's okay. Alright, we've got plenty of runway room, so I'm not worried about the touchdown zone. Okay. Alrighty. Very nice. Very, very cool, isn't it? We don't even need reversers today. We do not need reversers. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to turn off right here if I can. Never mind, I can't. We're just gonna do ATC is gonna get us banned over here for sure, but that's okay. Let's do a little little turnaround right there. Let me put my flaps up. I really don't need my landing lights and all that stuff. Where are they? You know what? I'm gonna leave my lights on for the landing replay. So hold on for that. Oh, where is the... Oh no, that's not it. Sorry, my bad. The turn off is coming up. There it is. Oh my god, this aircraft is so quick. Gets out of control in a second. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn around here. There you go. And we can turn here. Brilliant. We do have landing replay. Hopefully it works, but let's first park our lovely little aircraft, if you want to call it that. This thing is so quick. Look at it. Where are you going this quickly? God damn, it's quick. Alright, we're gonna go in and park where we took off from pretty much, and then let's take a look at that landing replay. Oh my word. Okay, we're coming into park right here. Let me just... I'll just stick to taxiing it over here. Yeah, we'll just go park it in here. Okay, if I can get it aligned, there we go. Righty. There we go. We're gonna leave it right here. Leave it right there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the landing replay. Shall we do that? Let's try that. Yep, landing replay is available. Thank goodness for that, but let's try that. Let's try some landing replays here. See how that works. Okay, we're going back, we're going back. Okay, let's play. Floaty, definitely floaty. We had plenty of runway room and that was a good touchdown, and there we are. There we are, everybody. Very nice. Say it with me. Very nice. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm a little loopy. Alright, here we go. See that landing again from this point of view. Past the touchdown zone there, but that's okay. I mean, not the zone, the blocks. Yeah, past the zone too now. Plenty of runway room though, so a very nice and easy touchdown. Nothing to worry about. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like it. Did you guys like it? Let's go ahead and take a look at another landing replay, guys. Come on. Come on. Let's play that. Let's check that out. Oh, yeah. Bellissimo. Ay, ay, ay. Look at that. That's just beautiful right there. Okay, we gotta take another look at that. That did not work for us. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try it from here because that's a beautiful sight. Check that out. Come on. Oh, yes. So beautiful. Night lighting has gotten so much better in MSFS. Oh, that's just wonderful. And there's a touchdown. Beautiful. We'll take one more look at that just there. Oh, yeah. Satisfaction for me. Let me just play that one more time, guys. There it is. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Alright, we will take a look at this view right here as well. Okay, so here's our last landing replay. Landing into Sochi at night using the Turbine Duke. Let's have a look. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope you guys really enjoyed that because that is pretty cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and taxi all the way to our parking. We can go ahead and shut down our aircraft. Okay. Very nice. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, let's come back in here. We need the flashlight. Let's turn these two off. Let's turn that two off. Let's bring that down. Bring that down. Push that up, which it is. This can go off, which it is. These two can be released. And that can be cut. That can be cut. Generator off. Generator off. Ignition off. There you go. That can go off. That can go there. Panel lights can come off. All the lights should ideally be off, so let's put them off. There we go. Pitot heat's off. We can put them off. And what else? What else can go off? We'll close this up now. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, I believe we can turn that off. We can turn that off too. Let's bring up our tablet. And let's go to outside. Let's put all of those on, yeah? There we go. All right, that was brilliant. That was a fun little flight for us to check out the piston, once again, the Turbine Duke. Really cool flight today. And so I hope you guys really enjoyed that, because that was really fun. That was really fun. One of the better flights I've done here in Sochi with the GA aircraft. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching today. EM, thank you very much for tuning in. The Dude, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Soccer Liam, congratulations on your MSFS on PS5. Hope you enjoyed. Do let us know what you like to fly. Welcome to the stream once again, and thank you so much for being here. Anas, once again, thank you so much. Everybody else who's watching the stream, Codays, thank you very much for tuning in as always and saying hello. Much appreciated, man. So with that, I would like to leave today's stream off. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, because I had lots and lots of fun. And I shall catch you guys in the next stream. By the way, the videos I've promised should come out within the next 3 days. I'll have the videos out. The 777 tutorial and a little look at TriSim and what my 2 cents are on whether you should get it or not. So yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff that helps out this channel. Do be part of the community of Fly the Noob, which we're hoping to try and grow here. So please do consider joining us. It's going to be pretty fun. Plenty of fun streams to come, and hopefully they will increase in number in the coming days as well. But I've been managing to remain fairly consistent, so let's push that through. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one and in my coming videos. Until then, take care of yourselves, have a good day, and bye bye. Pretty much that's it. Yep, bye bye.